Hi everyone, welcome to Homerino Collectibles, where today we're going to be taking a look at the Joe Fixit Marvel Legends Build-A-Figure. So this guy right here is the grey version of Hulk, and yes, what we have here is a slightly greener grey than we're used to seeing. I actually really do quite like the look of this. If he was just grey, he would be very bland against this dark suit. Basically, the Hulk used to be grey when it started out. They decided that it was too bland on the page, they made him green. But they brought Grey Hulk back when they started to do the kind of split personality within Bruce Banner's head. So you've got the Grey Hulk versus the Green Hulk, and I absolutely adore those stories. And this version of the Grey Hulk is basically, he is smarter, a bit like what you see in the Avengers movies. Except he wasn't a nice Hulk, he was a bit more of a mean Hulk. So he was smart, but he was a bit more kind of evil, and this guy actually helped the mafia in Vegas, and he was called Joe Fixit because he basically helped sort their problems out at night. So yeah, very cool thing for the Hulk. You don't really think of him as a distinguished sort of evil being in a suit working for the mafia. But here we are. So like I said, I do definitely like the fact that we have got some green tinge in there. He's not necessarily a bad guy, but yeah, I definitely think that stands out much better and looks really good instead of just having a full-on, dark grey Hulk. Now, this guy stands 8 inches tall to the top of that hat, and he is very big and beefy, and I definitely like the proportions of this guy, making him look like he's filling out that suit very nicely. Very cool shoes down here with some nice paint apps. In general, obviously, you don't get much paint on him besides the bit of white for the handkerchief thingamajiggy there. And then we obviously have the red on the tie there, which does come onto the collar a little bit, just a little bit of overpaint there, but that's not too bad. I really do like the design of the tie itself. And we've got a little bit of red up there in the form of feathers on his hat. In terms of this guy's articulation, obviously, he's not going to be your most agile of Marvel Legends. He can look up a bit, he can look down a bit, left and right, and a bit of pivot to his head. Obviously, with the thickness of the head there, from the chin to the hair, with the suit and everything coming up over him, it is very limited. But all you really need this guy to do is look left and right, and he can do that. You can bring the arms out to the side and rotate them all the way around. They are actually ratcheted. We get the single jointed elbow with the swivel there, which is also ratcheted. We get the swivel and the single jointed wrists, which are fists on both sides. We do get a waist swivel in there. I don't think we're really getting any crunch out of this guy. It does move, but obviously it's stopped by the suit, so you can't really do much about that unless you want to open up the suit in there, which is glued in. You heard that little just there. You can see where it's tabbed, so obviously that's not really going to look great if you open it. The legs do come out to the side quite far. They move forward and back, rotation at the upper part of the thigh, single jointed knees with a swivel there as well, and then you've got your feet that move up and down just a smidge. The tiniest bit of ankle pivot in there too, and the left and right. And also something to include into the articulation as well is that this collar is actually loose, so if you want him to actually look like, he's been a little bit ruffled up, and his shirt's to one side and his tie's to one side, he does have buttons under there. I think that's a really, really nice little touch. So really, you can't get much out of this guy, but you don't need to get much out of this guy. All you need him to do is just stand there and look good, protecting your Marvel Legends at night just like you would for the Mafia in Vegas. And honestly, I really, really do like this guy. Grey Hulk is definitely my preferred Hulk, and I just love this colour, how it is slightly green. I really, really like this guy. I'd love a full-on Hulk with this colour all over. Very dark and menacing kind of Hulk. That'd be really cool. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the video, go ahead and give it a like. If you want to see more from me, there's videos on the screen right now, and links to my social media in the description below. And for more Marvel Legends reviews, go ahead and subscribe. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.